stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. In motion comes the tight end left. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Hey, that's for Ben, man. He talking shit, y'all. So I'm finna show out for this weak ass. Show him how to fucking beat the Jets.
In the early part of the game, other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Right.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tiger.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
I'm wondering.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 coming.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Henry up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've got to contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Play.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
11-90.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Henry.
Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
11. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Here's Burrow. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Jamar Chase
from 3 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
18 yards the gain for number 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so.
Say hi, everybody. Let them know you was losing here. You ain't here.
Downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
11. Gotta go.
Burrow on play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
They go play action with Burrow. And this is caught at the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Gun.
Again, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 1, ready?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown.
That is, y'all can't stop that play. It's cool. It's unstoppable. I'm the rowers that is throwing. Man, y'all better pay attention. Look at that. Look at that. He can't even see it. Give me that. He snatched that.
Really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Right.
Tannehill on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill.
Tannehill intercepted again.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all want to sell out for these runs? I'm about to air everybody out. Go ahead. Sell out for the runs. Y'all know I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw this John. I'll throw it all day if I got to.
And Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Fielded just
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
11 MC. 11 MC. 11.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 31, Jets nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's the loss of a yard. Second and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Ebron caught left side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
A give to Kamara running right. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Alvin Kamara. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get a bit closer. Well, it took a while to get their first touchdown of the game, but finally some signs of life here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was the burst they've been lacking all throughout this game, but that was a decisive run. Might have caught the defense a little flat-footed because they hadn't been able to get going in this one, and he was able to take that one all the way to the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for their next time out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Buffalo. 71 yards.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Bills just continue to roll. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the 50. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Gun.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On 1, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
11 MT.
In motion, the tight end.
11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think? Get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, Jets. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here we go. 11 Palmer. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Second down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown. Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here.
Sound about 20 with all this pro, bro. I don't care about this. Even if you score, I really do not care, bro. Like, you can really score off this. It does not move me if you score.
Off play action, Tannehill. And now here is another interception.
So you can do all that little playing around crap. I'm going to pick this ball off, regardless. No matter what you do, I'm picking it off.
He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
I bet, man. I just put up all these touchdowns with Chase. Of course they're not going to let me out of this game, man. Of course they not. Of course, man. I'm all good, man. Chase just put up like 50 touchdowns in a game that just got cut off.